Hey, what's going on guys? So we'll be taking a look at something that's a little bit different, and this is a lavalier microphone that costs under $1. To be exact, it costs 95 cents. It is 73 cents for the actual item and then 22 cents shipping. It is shipped from somewhere in China, I'm not exactly sure, and so it took about 3 weeks to get here, but it is under $1, so we'll be taking a look at it today to see if it is worth that dollar. So far you can see that we just have the actual lavalier microphone part here, and then we have the standard 3.5 millimeter plug here, which you would of course plug into your camera or whatever you're going to use this with. I have tried using this on iPhone and Samsung Galaxy S4 and MacBook Pro, and none of them really worked very well. My MacBook Pro is a little odd with the microphone input because I recognize the microphone as a pair of headphones, which is a little odd. However, it does work on my camera, which is what I will be kind of testing the audio with today. So right now I'm using my Canon T5i's onboard microphone, so it probably doesn't sound all that great. I mean, I found that the microphone on it isn't terrible, but right now I'm just using like the most basic audio you can use because it's not even like another microphone or anything like that. It's just the built-in T5i's microphone, so it probably doesn't sound all that great right now, but we will go ahead and plug this in and see how it sounds. First and foremost, we'll talk a little more about this. So as you can see, the actual microphone itself is underneath here. That has a little windscreen on here, which is nice because it will make things sound a little bit better. It kind of acts as a pop filter too, so it should just sound a little bit better rather than the actual exposed microphone. This thing is pretty tightly put onto here, so I'm not going to actually take it off to see the actual microphone, just because it may be very difficult to get this little protector thingy back onto the actual microphone, because like as you can see here, it's very tightly put onto here, which is not a bad thing necessarily. I would never really recommend using the microphone without this protective piece here, so it's not a terrible thing that this doesn't come off. The cable itself is about 5 feet long. On the listing on eBay it says it is 2 meters, which is about 6.5 feet, but I measured it and it's like a little over 5 feet long, so the 2 meter measurement is a little inaccurate, but it's not that big of a deal. 5 feet seems plenty long enough, especially when you could factor in the fact that it costs under $1. We do have a nice little clip here as well, which I was kind of surprised to see on something under $1. This little clip here clips onto the cable. Of course it does come off, so if you want to take it off you can do that just by pulling on it a little bit, but if you do leave it on, which I would recommend, then you can have this little clippy thing, and that of course goes by the microphone, so you can move it up and down the cable. So I recommend like putting it near the microphone, which is kind of how you're supposed to use a lavalier microphone, and then you will go ahead and clip this onto your shirt or whatever you're going to be using this with. So generally with a lavalier microphone you like put it inside of your shirt, and you can use this clip to go ahead and secure it inside of your shirt so it doesn't like fall down or anything like that, and this means you won't have to hold it. So we'll stop using the T5i's onboard microphone and we'll go ahead and plug this in here. So now theoretically this should be this microphone's audio. This is about 3 feet away from me, so it's pretty far. If I go ahead and kind of bring it up here, this is about where you'd be using a lavalier microphone generally, so you can kind of get an idea of the sound and everything like that. I'm about a foot from my camera to give you kind of a reference to how far away I am from that microphone, and right now this is about 4.5 inches from my mouth, so it's kind of where you would ideally use a lavalier microphone. But if you bring it up here, as you can see, this is about 3 feet away from me now. It should still sound pretty good. So like I said, this is about where you'd use a lavalier microphone, and it kind of gives you an idea of the quality in an ideal situation, but of course you can use it further away if you so desire. So now I'm back to the T5i's built-in microphone, and in my opinion this sounds a lot better, and this is under $1. Like I said, it's 95 cents, which is a pretty good deal for a microphone that actually makes your audio better. So if you are starting out on YouTube and you really don't have any budget at all, then you can go ahead and pick this up for $1, wait 3 weeks, and then you will have honestly better audio for under $1, which is really impressive. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this review of this very interesting microphone. I can't give it a brand or anything like that because it is probably the most generic microphone you can buy, but it is under $1 and it actually works pretty well. So if you guys like to purchase the product, of course the link will be in the description, as it always is, and if you guys like to see more videos similar to this one, then feel free to subscribe. This has been Jordan for Joe Reviews. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next review.